Hey, Fortyfied family. This is I am Monahan. I'm your host. First of all, I need to kind of put a disclaimer out there. This episode might be a little different in terms of production quality compared to the others because currently I'm sat at an airport and I'm waiting for my plane, which is running way behind schedule. So I thought, you know what? Why don't I record an episode of a podcast while, waiting around? And, but basically just kind of letting you know, just in case, I'm going to try and clean it up and make sure it sounds as good as normal. Now, with that out of the way, I would like to welcome you to episode 7 of Fortyfied podcast, where we're determined to stay healthy, get fitter, and live life to the absolute fullest. Now, if you are a new listener and, this is your first episode, I thank you for listening. I really, really hope that you'll enjoy the content and you'll find it useful and helpful. And I'd like to ask you to consider becoming a subscriber to ensure that you get the new episodes when they're released. Now, if you are a returning listener, thanks so much. Your support means a lot. Now, in the past episode, which was episode 6, I talked about making the most of life and how you can incorporate health and fitness into your everyday life. You see, it's all about trying to find a way to incorporate health and fitness into your life just to make it a part of your lifestyle. And one of the stuff I talked about was how to add exercise to your work schedule, and also perhaps exploring how to incorporate fitness into perhaps a hobby that you have or into a passion that you have, and just to make the most out of life and get more out of your life as it pertains to health and fitness. And you see, all of that still kind of points to one thing. Here in Fortyfied, we're all about building your health and fitness like a castle, one brick at a time. So anything you can do to help add one more brick towards that fitness castle is what we're about. Now, I flew over to America from the UK to spend time with people that are really, really close to me. Over this period, it's Thanksgiving in America, and basically the borders have been closed, from UK to the US, and only at the start of November was when they allowed flights to come into the U.S. from the UK. And I thought I better use that opportunity to see my family in the U.S. and just spend Thanksgiving with them. So so it's Thanksgiving in America. And that kind of shaped the title of today's podcast. Basically, what are you thankful for in 2021? Now, this is obviously going to be targeted mostly about your health and fitness, but you can apply this to perhaps other areas of your life. But just looking back, what are you thankful for in 2021? There's a quote that I read from time to time, and the quote says, "Reflect upon your blessings, of which every man has many, and not on your past misfortunes, of which all men have some." You see, what this quote is saying is that everybody, you've got something to be thankful about. While everything may not be plain sailing and going hunky-dory, and while there might be some challenges, which all men have, everyone's got challenges, right? But if you sit back and look and assess, you have a lot of things to be thankful for. And that's what I'm trying to encourage people for this period to think about your health and fitness, and think about why you should be thankful, or just put it in perspective, right? And think about this. Personally, I am grateful. Okay, though I may not have hit all of my fitness goals, I can certainly see and I can say that I am a work in progress. Okay, I'm a work in progress. I can see that I'm not where I used to be. And I can see, if I look back and I look to where I am right now, I can see the little victories along the way, and I'm able to celebrate those victories. And that will then fuel my desire and my passion to improve and achieve more. So again, I may not be at my ideal weight, okay, but I'm certainly not at the weight I was when I started 2021. So I can certainly see some progress. My current workout schedule is not where it's supposed to be or where I expect it to be. But you know what? I'm grateful that I can work out. I'm grateful that I can get up and open my garage door and go in and sit there and do some workouts and, do some exercise. I can, punch and do all that kind of stuff. Guess what? There's some people that want to work out, but they can't work out. There are people in hospital. There are people that have a condition or the other that they cannot work out. So I can work out. I'm grateful. I'm grateful because I can go on maybe a walk, because guess what? There are people that want to walk. They want to go on a walk, but they can't. So I'm grateful that I can do that. So here's another quote. It says that a wise man does not grieve for the things he doesn't have. Instead, he rejoices for those which he has. And generally, it's easy to always think about, look at myself in the mirror and just, look at the fact that I don't have a six pack. And I really, really want to have a six pack, but I don't have a six pack. And that's the fact. Now, am I going to get a six pack? I don't know. I'd love to have one. Okay. But it takes a lot of dedication and all of that. But so I may look in the mirror and I may not like exactly what I see, but rather than just focusing on what I don't have, I also kind of see overall how my body has changed, how, I look much better, and also how I feel. I feel much better. Again, I can probably run further than I could a year ago. I can walk longer than I could a year ago. I can do certain activities that I could not do a year ago. So again, it's all about having that perspective. So with health and fitness, personally for me, that there are different ways that I'm able to find expression of gratitude, and I'm able to find ways to be thankful. And for me, there are three ways that I personally express gratitude, or when I think about this, I find ways to be thankful. One is in retrospect. Basically, I think about where I've come from and the obstacles I've had to climb to get to where I am right now. Now, with my health and fitness, I think about the fact that my health and fitness, at some point, the challenge I had, which for example, I did not even realize it was health related. It was a challenge that actually impacted my family life and impacted my work life massively. And at the time, I had no clue that it was related to health. Now I can look back and I'm thankful that I was able to overcome that challenge. And that in turn translated to a better family life and a better work life. And obviously it improved not just family life and work life, it improved every area of my life, basically. So I'm able to look back at some of those challenges and how far I've come, and I'm thankful. Okay. And the second way for me is the here and now, basically the present. I'm able to look at the things I do right now to help me on my journey. I look at the routine I've been able to kind of put in place for myself. And also I look at the awareness that I've been able to bring myself to, basically the education, understanding what goes into my body and how it impacts me. Right here, right now, I'm thankful. And in fact, I'm thankful because I have certain folks that are in my corner. Okay. If you don't know what that means, it means you have to go listen to episode 3 of the podcast where I talked about who's in your corner. I'm grateful and thankful that here and now I have people that help me in that fitness journey as well. And also, the last way I'm thankful, or I look at, gratitude and thanks, being thankful for my health and fitness, is what's forthcoming, what's going to happen in the future. Now, we all know that no one is certain of what the future holds. 100%. Nobody knows, right? However, we can certainly develop a picture of what we want tomorrow to be like, and we can be excited about this. So I know what I want my tomorrow to be like in terms of my health and fitness. When I hit my 45s, when I hit my 50, when I hit my 55s and thereabout, and 60 and on and on and on, I know where I want my health and fitness to be. I know what I want to be. I know the kind of granddad I want to be, for example, and I'm excited. I'm looking forward to that, right? And I'm thankful. Okay, in business, right, you have to do something called forecasting, where you're able to predict future developments based on the trends and the analysis of the past and also of your current. Based on where I'm coming from and based on where I am right now and the things I'm putting in place, I can look forward, and I'm excited about the future, and I'm thankful about the future because of where I've come from, of what I've had to go through, of what I'm doing right now. And I can kind of forecast that future, and I'm thankful about that future. Okay. So if you are able to relate with this ways that I've explained with, in retrospect, here and now, and also what's forthcoming, if you're able to relate to that in terms of health and fitness, I'd love you to leave me a comment on Be Fortyfied page on Facebook and Twitter, on Instagram, and on YouTube. And you can also head over to befortified.com where you can record an audio message. Now, in closing, I would like to end with one of the quotes that I read before, and also add a little bit to the end of that quote based on my perspective of being thankful and also on expressing gratitude. So here's a quote. It says, "A wise man does not grieve for the things which he doesn't have. Instead, he rejoices for that which he has." Now, I'm going to add that if the wise man can forecast, he can also be thankful for the things he's hoping for and is hoping he would achieve in the near future. So I sincerely hope that this adds value to you and helps you on your journey. And I hope that you're able to take some of this nuggets and apply to your life as you make up your mind to be thankful. I would love to hear from you and know how you're doing. So please head over to the befortified.com page where you can leave me a message. For example, on www.befortified.com, you can record an audio message from me on the website. You don't have to record, or you don't have to install any applications or whatever. You can just hit record. Lastly, if you found this helpful, I'd appreciate if you leave a review on Apple Podcast, on Spotify, on any of the platforms where you get your podcast, because this would help the show. It would help grow the audience and hopefully help more people on their journey. So until next time, stay healthy, get fitter, and live life to the absolute fullest. And my friends, be fortified.